What's up, craft kids?
Today we're going to be drawing Roz from The Wild Robot, and we're currently reading the book right now, and we're really close to being done, and after we're going to watch the movie, so.
That's right, and we are we're not trying to copy the cover, but our drawing today is going to be inspired by the cover. Mm-hmm. So hopefully you draw along, and hopefully you like it.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
One, two, three. Hello, I am Rozzum Unit 7134, but you may call me Roz. All right, here we go, Maddie. We are going to draw some cool wild robots today, and we're going to start with a big rock. This picture is not exactly like the cover of the book, but it's inspired by the cover of the book. So here we go. Roz is on top of a giant rock. So there's our giant rock. And it doesn't have to be perfect because rocks aren't perfect, right?
Yep.
At Craft Kids TV, we don't go for perfection, we go for
fun.
That's right, we go for fun. So just do the best you can. Excellent. These remind me of when Odin and I did sharks popping out of the water. So if you haven't seen that video, check it out. Next, we draw the robot's legs. And the robot has really long legs. The first leg goes up like this. You want to try to keep them the same distance apart as you can. Okay, and then the next one goes just a little ways away from it and is exactly the same. I'm going to try to make it exactly the same. And mine didn't come out exactly perfect, but it's okay. I'm going to go with it. Cool. Next, we are going to do Roz's main body.
Yep.
And it's a U shape. And so the bottom of the U is we're gonna have to adjust the outside of these legs, but the bottom of the U is gonna tuck right in between these two legs here.
Yeah, with the inner legs.
The inner parts of the leg, yeah, exactly. All right, so the U shape, it's gonna be a wide U. It's not gonna be like a traditional U. You're gonna take the legs of the U and kind of widen them out a little bit. So it's gonna look a little bit like this. Something like that. Nice job, Maddie. It's really good. Do you like yours?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Now we're gonna, if you have to, and Maddie's is pretty close just the way it is, but mine, I've got to connect the outer part of the legs to the body. Okay? Good. Now, the top of her body comes straight across, okay? So you're gonna just draw a line from one side of that U shape straight across to the other. And Maddie actually managed to make a straight line. Mine is a little wavy, but I'll fix that eventually when we do thickening color. All right, now we're gonna do the robot's head. So the robot's head is just about as wide as its legs are.
Yeah.
So from one leg to another, and it's basically a rectangle with rounded corners. So it's gonna, or you could think of it as an upside down U, like this. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Next, we do the arms. So Roz's arms are gonna come and they're gonna hang straight down, and they're gonna look like, really they're gonna just look like socks hanging down, but they're not socks, but that's what they're gonna look like. Okay, so it's gonna come down like this. Her arms are very long as well. And it's gonna round up like that. And we're gonna mimic that on the other side. Try to get them the same length if you can. Just like that. Cool. Last thing we have to do for Roz is the two eyes. So Roz's eyes are just two circles. One there. And one there. Nice job. So we're basically done our drawing of Roz, but we need to thicken in color. And on this drawing, we don't usually have time for backgrounds, but today we're gonna do a background.
Yep.
So again, it's inspired by the cover of the Wild Robot book. So we have a few simple shapes to make. These are gonna represent trees. So we're gonna draw a triangular shape over here. You go up and down. You make it as big or as small as you want. Doesn't matter. Then on the other side, we're gonna draw a couple of more trees, or I should say triangular shapes to represent trees. And I think I'll do one about that tall. And then I'll have one in behind it that's a little bit taller. And again, you can make these just like us or however you feel like making them. Doesn't really matter. It's up to you. It's not a replica of the cover. It's just inspired by the cover. Nice work, Maddie. Okay,
Thank you.
now we're going to do a tree in Sharpie on this side, a tree that's not an evergreen tree. Okay, in other words, it has leaves and the leaves have fallen off. Okay, so it's going to look very much like this. You're going to just have a long, skinny line that gets just a hair thicker at the bottom. So you want to just thicken up the bottom of it just a little bit. Okay, Mads?
Mm-hmm.
And trees aren't perfect, so don't worry if it isn't. Nice. Now, how we're going to represent this tree is we're going to just show its branches by doing swooping lines. And we don't want them to be the same. So you'll do one, maybe a couple together, and then maybe just one opposite that. And you'll just kind of play with this idea. And the branches get obviously longer and wider the further you go down. Okay, and some of them can match up perfectly, while others don't. Now, we're going to do one last thing, which is we're going to take our 103, which I think is this one.
Yep.
And we're going to do another tree over here on this side. We only have one of these though, so we're going to go one at a time. And while Maddie's doing that, I'm going to take this marker and I'm going to draw. I should have done this before I drew that tree, but that's okay. Right up here, next to this tree, I'm going to draw a sun. But it's, again, a sun just like the one on the cover of the Wild Robot book. It's got an interesting look to it. It's going to start out with a circle. And you're going to color that circle right in. Okay. And then it's going to kind of spiral out. Okay, if you overlap the lines a little bit, it's just supposed to have a little bit of this spiraling left in it. A little wider as it goes out. Okay. Anything like that will do. That's going to be a pretty good representation of the sun. Okay, and we'll switch roles now. All right, so Maddie and I have finished with the major components. We just need to color and thicken some lines, and we'll be done. These awesome drawings of Roz will be done. So we're gonna fast forward, thicken and color. Feel free to pause at any time if you need to, if you're trying to draw it just like us. If not, have fun, draw it however you want. Okay, here we go. One, two, three. Hello, I am Rozzum Unit 7134. Again, we are reading The Wild Robot currently, and this is a fun book. We drew these inspired by the cover. Here's what the cover looks like again. And what a tremendous read. If you haven't read it, go check it out. Great, great story. We are going to finish reading this. We're almost done. We're going to finish reading it and watch the movie. We're pretty excited about that. So, thanks for drawing. Hopefully you drew.
Yep.
If you didn't, maybe give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And did you have fun, May?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun time. These came out really nice, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
So, until we see you next time, keep drawing, stay awesome. Bye.